Talk about goosebumps here at MS.
Why wait?
Hey man, it's good to be back here at Madison Square Garden. To the garden. My ass is here, right now. I'll never forget. I was standing over here in the corner. Guitar riff just raised every hair up on my arm. I came out here and WWE was worried about my damn neck. His ass with the first Stone Cold Stunner that Vince McMahon ever took. Right here in this building. Self Stone Cold Steve Austin against the one and only Undertaker at SummerSlam. I kicked his big ass right in the head, and he raised up and caught me underneath my chin and knocked me. He goes, God dang it, boy, you okay? I said, where am I? He goes, damn, boy, you in the garden. Let me get trying to sign to a contract. Having a hard time getting this thing signed. West Coast to the East Coast. If you're ready to see this Universal Championship contract get signed, give me a hell yeah. All you had to say. Bad sumbitch. His name is Braun Strowman.
Will be defended. That means that Braun Strowman will defend his tag team titles with his partner Seth Rollins. A busy, tumultuous night this Sunday at Clash of Champions for coexist. That is the operative word.
100%. I mean, what version of Braun Strowman do we get?
The kind that likes to destroy things.
Hope that table stays intact.
The Universal Champion, Seth frickin' Rollins.
There's one thing that we found out recently.
Rollins has accomplished to win the Universal Championship, knocking off Brock Lesnar not only at WrestleMania, battle for the Universal Championship, plus defend their tag team titles on the same night.
Strowman. Seth Rollins to sign this damn contract so these people can watch you guys get it on.
This is what I'm talking about when I say burn it down. Sir, matter of fact, he thinks I might have it in for him in our tag title match this Sunday. But since you're here tonight, I'm down with it.
Just got to write their name on that contract so we can take care of business because that's why they brought me here.
In the back. I told you this before. I am the best wrestler on the planet. I am the
contract. Braun, it's up to you now.
Be for real, Steve. A rattlesnake's still a rattlesnake. I like being tag champs, but I'm gonna love being Universal Champion. I'm about to open a can of whoop ass, and you're gonna get these hands.
AJ Styles, the OC, they just can't leave well enough alone.
Stone Cold Steve Austin back in Madison Square Garden. Just so you know, the OC doesn't want none. Oh, but Steve Austin gonna stop on my oh yeah. All right, I got one for you. Just shut up for a second. Let me talk. You see? Why don't you put a little bass in your voice then? You see, your Raw Tag Team Champions here didn't even have the gall. Listen, I said it last week and I'll say it again. Good you're hearing this, AJ, but you got about 18,000 people calling you an asshole. In your old age, you've turned into a real asshole. Title match, how does that happen? So let me ask you, Steve, since you know everything, since you've done everything, I'll even fart. You gotta know where I'm coming from, right? AJ, I don't know where you're coming from, but I damn sure know where you're going.
Rollins and Strowman going right after the OC and 8. Move out of the way, a freight train's coming. Rollins went for the stop, and Styles sent him over the top. Styles is back with a vengeance.
Wants a rattle.
And it's celebration time for Stone Cold.
And he came to play tonight.
Everybody except for AJ Styles. Black.
Sign for Strowman and Rollins.
Someone had to
champion.
Someone had to.
I don't think AJ has any idea what hit him. Well, still to come tonight on Monday Night Raw, the SmackDown champion Bayley and Sasha Banks to refocus because he has a scheduled matchup against Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander has scored a settle with AJ in the OC King of the Ring tournament.
An argument could certainly be made for that.
Alexander from behind, you see his shoulder heavily taped after the attack last week. A victory over Styles could earn him in the King of the Ring tournament if it was not for that attack by Styles in the OC. Well, Corey, Corbin's in action later tonight against Ricochet and Samoa Joe in a triple threat semi-final. Flyer lands on his feet, rolls through, and catches AJ Styles off guard. Here's the cover by Alexander and a kick out. Alexander, who made his name on 205 Live.
Every time Cedric steps inside the ring, he learns something.
Ooh, learned something from that.
Prepare. The slower pace is going to benefit Styles a little bit more. Not that AJ can't.
He was embarrassed and humiliated by Stone Cold Steve Austin. And there's Alex
Dealing with Cedric Alexander.
Alexander looking to fly, and down goes Alexander. And here's another example of what Cedric Alexander's all about. First to step into the ring with a phenomenal one. He appears ready to meet. Oh, and there.
Ooh.
AJ now focusing his attack on the already in.
Sold out Madison Square Garden in New York. The United States champion AJ Styles against. And let's remember why that shoulder's injured. Courtesy of Styles and Anderson and Gallows in a championship.
Oh.
And the side of the neck.
And Alexander.
That Cedric Alexander has when that quickness kicks in. Alexander's next level.
Alexander went for that back elbow, and now he'll land on his feet. Great balance by Alexander. This
maybe didn't achieve the desired effect.
Oh,
that did.
Time for.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Goes the OC follows.
Oh, no surprise at all. Just when Alexander would. Wait just a minute. Eric and Ivar. They had a run-in that tag team turmoil match with the OC a few weeks ago.
Oh,
And
we're putting in work here. Comes Eric the powerhouse.
boom. Raiders. Pick it up.
Got a man like Ivar to use as a weapon.
Oh, my God. And Anderson with a Viking experience.
Ivar coming to stand beside Cedric Alexander.
Where we continue the prestigious 16-man single elimination
Time ever. A triple threat match will decide who advances to the finals.
Together, and there ain't no stronger connection than what we got right here.
To the ring, and you can take that to the bank.
The man, Becky Lynch, on your right. The Queen, Charlotte Flair. It is about retribution tonight. For
Friendship that'll never, ever end.
Firefly Funhouse! Yowie wowie!
And that's where I took my leave and to heal. And not too long ago, I visited one right here in New York. And man, when we can bring them to us.
Lily
But our work's not done. And it's on us to help them. It's on us to support them and to have their backs. Thank you.
these young children drawing strength. Monday Night Raw with the Raw Women's Champion, the man. Becky Lynch. Clash of Champions streaming live.
Coexist tonight. absolutely obsessed with destroying everything about Charlotte Flair. Charlotte now.
What the hell is happening?
But what you see is what you get.
Out of necessity, Charlotte Flair trying to defend herself. Friend in this case.
On social media, I pop out when I feel like it, and I kill it every time.
Champion, Bayley!
And Bayley said it. We could be looking at the most powerful duo in all of sports.
Separate Charlotte and Becky.
That's what it's going to take. Divide and conquer. Bayley and Banks on the Banks and Bayley at their absolute worst, at their most vicious.
And now Bayley from behind is Becky. And Charlotte with a chair in hand. Looking to settle things down as we... And Bayley, the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, will square off. And for Bayley to a higher level in sports entertainment and in the outside media than it had.
In main event WrestleMania, alongside Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. That just got under the skin.
ESPN, Becky Lynch will be in a 3. This is Sports Center commercials, the 40th anniversary of that show. Becky Lynch joins Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Sasha looking on as Becky heads as she faces Bayley Sunday at Clash of Champions, streaming live on the WWE. Of course, paying respect to the 4 horsemen back in a legendary. Eventually, take the WWE by storm.
Well, these 4 women certainly spent their time in NXT with the incredible matches you will ever see. These 4 women hold each other to that same standard. NXT lends itself to this competition, to the jealousy.
For that one singular spotlight.
And speaking of fighting, Becky said in that Lynch. And Bayley, nobody home, and Becky, using the rope, but Bayley takes advantage. And hangs Becky up on the second rope, and Becky hit a hard.
I don't, but it is what it is, and it's a threat to be dealt with.
And Sasha saying on so into the cover is enough to put the Raw Women's Champ away, and a kick out by Becky.
Look how well storied rivalry between these 2 women. So many incredible, historic matches.
Now Charlotte.
Hard enough to get these 4 women in the same room together.
And Becky running interference. Looking for the disarmer. Throwing Becky. Their garden showing their respect for this tag team match. All 4 women caught Sasha coming into the ring and delivers the Bex floater. But Becky's not done there. She has not forgotten what Sasha had by Lynch. Oh, what an uppercut. The ring, the disarmer. Sends Becky into the barricade. And a German suplex elbow. There it is, but Charlotte got her legs up. She almost had her. And Charlotte with a natural selection. Momentum towards Sunday. So does Becky.
The unlikeliest of allies standabilities could occur.
Comes that boo-boo.
On a night when the prestigious King of the Ring tournament will continue.
Alexander, wrong. The OC runs this place.
Taking care of business one way or another. That's right. Question is, I don't like those guys, but I'm okay with this.
I can read this if I can.
In a match presented by Sonic, enjoy the Car Hop Clash. Grand Metalik Live next. He was going to retire a few weeks ago before he was talked out of that by his son, Dominic.
These men's careers, Grand Metalik obviously making a name for himself in his native Mexico.
Was online leading up to this matchup tonight on Monday Night Raw. 2 of the best.
Rey Mysterio once won the Royal Rumble.
Metalik's looking to take Rey Mysterio back to his roots a little bit.
That's what I keep hearing about Grand Metalik, that he is just 1 win away from that superstardom.
Catch Mysterio, roll up, shoulders down, kick out at 2 by Mysterio.
It's almost unbelievable, unfathomable that Rey Mysterio would retire. That's it.
And a fight back with... Mysterio sends Metalik, and he hit hard back of his neck.
Take a risk.
Rey,
rolls through. Beautiful.
He caught him right in the face. Perfect opportunity for Metalik. Top rope.
Beautiful.
Lucha house party with Grand Metalik as Mysterio now sends Metalik into the second turn. Right either.
I agree. Look at this. This is the athlete named King of the Ropes right there.
Flourish under the pressure, but right now Grand Metalik's rising up.
Mysterio with a head.
Nines.
Here's that innovative offensive style by Metalik. Rey hit hard. Metalik drives him back a bit. Rey Mysterio now will send Metalik vintage. 619. time on Elite. There's the frog splash. Cover.
Not the big fight to the greatest masked superstar of all time. Elite
Done yet. And a great showment. We've never had a triple threat match. At least
Ziggler, Root, and the OC. Goes one-on-one with Eric Rowan. Will the big dog...
The following is the King of the Ring semifinals. Triple
history of the King of the Ring tournament. We have a triple threat match. Joe, Corbin, and Ricochet, who joins Samoa Joe as 2/3 of this triple threat match semifinal action.
For closer, we could be looking at the future king, King Corbin.
Just a little bit as Ricochet looks at the prizes for the King of the Ring winner. You want to know what was born. Let's take it back to this past Monday night on Raw. It was
a precarious position. Ricochet would appear to lose consciousness for a moment.
Rules here tonight. First man to gain pinfall or submissions.
Respect the fight out of Ricochet right out the gate.
How are you beaten
after
in this
he got
matchup?
punched in the face as well.
And now Ricochet going to send Samoa.
And as Baron, oh, here comes Corbin.
Oh, and Baron
will make a great ruler of WWE.
Well, Ricochet said, listen, I got a lot of...
It's a very valid point. I mean, if there's a tie in the American League Championship Series to both teams...
That's what his verdict was. Too bad. We've got Ricochet and Samoa Joe in this.
Oh, Rick's outside the ring. And Ricochet going to send Corbin. Oh.
What's he say?
He says, you're like one of those tiny action figures. Oh. Ribbon, however, using his power to his advantage. And now Ricochet face.
Talk to him personally, but
Samoa Joe barreling his way through Corbin.
Oh, Joe would love to finish the business he began last night.
Again. Remember, he's inside the ring, hence the reason Joe got Corbin in quickly. Baron trying.
Holding gloves to the fight.
Hard move by Corbin.
And now Joe inverted atomic drop. And
Joe's not done yet.
Senton. Oh. Samoa Joe.
Hell no.
And Ricochet, though, knocking Joe back into the ropes.
Absolutely terrifying acceleration from Samoa Joe.
Once you see those wheels start to spin in the head of Samoa Joe,
this.
pain is nearby.
Shades perhaps. Now Baron Corbin in the mix.
What?
You know what Corbin's looking for. Does he have the power to do it?
Force himself to roll through. And now Baron Corbin. Oh, what a clothesline.
This could be our future.
Full force in New York City's Madison Square Garden. Ricochet going to meet him in the center of the ring. Can Ricochet pull off what many would consider?
Ricochet just continues to grow.
Oh! What a boot. Right.
Oh! Jay somehow back on his feet.
Lock the line.
That's locked in outside the ring. If Joe can take Corbin out, he can turn this in. Think he can to break the clutch. Samoa Joe with it locked in. Corbin is fighting. Face Samoa Joe have an opportunity to get out of the coquina clutch here. Corbin is in trouble. Ricochet off the apron. And to your point, Corey, the submission has to take place inside the ring.
Oh, yes, breathtaking. Yes, effective. Maybe
back into the ring. And he does just that. 6:30 roll through. Samoa Joe to his advantage. There's the recoil.
Joe.
Ricochet from the top of the garden. Corbin driving Ricochet to the back plate and in a cover. Corbin with a cover.
Corbin. Victory for King Corbin.
And you saw the emotion on the face of Ricochet.
Ricochet has victory in his fingertips. An incredible ring.
Baron Corbin is now
in a lot. All hail King Corbin.
The Elias or the upstart Chad Gable.
Someone should be hired to paint that image right there and hang it on a wall.
Can we move on now, please?
Battle the OC. Styles, Gallows, and Anderson. Bobby Roode and Dolph.
My collar straight, Renee.
No, you look like an idiot.
See Southern Belle, Lacey Evans.
Lacey on Natalia, not happy. He's got an opportunity at retribution. Yeah, Queens is a borough of New York City. Nonetheless, here comes Natalia.
It happened last week. The word retribution was the first word that came out of Natty's mouth. Just disgusted with.
It's classing up the joint, Renee. And listen, I don't know what you have such a problem with. Point blank.
And Natalia now firing up.
Feisty one that breaks the rules and attacks people. This is ridiculous.
It's about time, you know.
Trying to use her long arms and just barely gets to the bottom rope to force a break. Lacey Evans rolling up Natalia. Natalia rolled right through. Big discus. Lacey looking to take a breather. And sucker Natalia in with it. Natalia bounced off the apron a couple of times. Look at Lacey. Interesting the way she used the apron there.
Of course it was. Very interesting. It was innovative. Look at this. And Lacey excels at it.
Cover by Lacey on Natalia. Natalia fighting back to her feet, looking to create separation on Evans. Oh, Lacey Evans from the second rope.
Moonsault. And paid for it. Hey, Renee, give me your tired, your poor Canadians.
Aggressive, and Lacey Evans gonna sweat. Well, just like last week.
Well, I'm glad she's got a...
She's got good hygiene, Renee.
Yeah.
Oh, and
in the middle of the ring.
Lacey nowhere to go. She's got to tap out.
Natalia won't release the hold. Referee should reverse the decision. I'm a patriot, Cole. Offensive.
Be interrupted by, well, a fan of his, the 24/7 champion, all guard.
That's what a good champion does.
Moments before Monday Night Raw went on the air a bit.
That this guy.
And then Ennis Cantor did that. He was there. He'd win the 24/7.
Could be witnessing greatness, the likes of which we've only seen from Giant Gonzalez in the past. But thankfully, and Ennis Cantor is free to go back to Boston, where no one likes him there either.
Because we, quote, work our asses off. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins, in the ring, his partners, the Viking Rangers, Cedric Alexander and Braun Strowman. And we return. Got the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament, Gable and Elias.
Online with Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Sometimes
so many personalities, so many gigantic men.
Impressive enough to win the largest ever tag team turmoil match. AJ's feeling out for the Stone Cold Stunner earlier tonight.
He's got a monster on his side, the Beast Slayer. He's got the Viking Raiders in his corner.
To my partner, I love being tag team champions, but I'm also going to love being the Universal Champion as well.
Early wrecking ball.
Covered by Eric, and it's AJ Styles who'll knock him out. And look at everybody going at it. The official going to have to try to somehow regain some sort of control. And massive choke slam. Alexander in a very physical matchup. Chaos ensued right before the commercial break, before the official.
Face first, down goes Styles. Cedric with an opportunity. Shoulder of Cedric into the mat. Here comes big Luke Gallows.
Cedric dragged into the Wolves' Den.
Gallows continues to work.
Bad corner, I mean, it's a good corner because it's the one that Cedric needs to get to. Where he is right now, Bobby Roode doing work.
Bad left arm and all.
This is a case of Cedric Alexander's pride being facing his own body. Cover
again by Roode. And again, Alex.
Success Robert Roode has had in his career was as a member of a tag team. He's looking to recapture that echo chamber.
And look at Roode now. He's got a Alexander. Cedric.
An ever-present obstacle for Cedric to overcome and get past.
Oh, you heard. Corner, however, make a tag. Tag made. Rollins and Anderson now legal. Rollins launched out to the apron. Seth going to use the top rope to his advantage. Here's the knee. Back into the mix. And Ziggler with a super kick.
What a connection.
Eric with circus panda elbow. Here comes Styles.
Oh, phenomenal. Is now legal. Rollins with a suicide dive.
Look at the speed of Rollins.
Rollins on the other side. And the tag team champion by Strowman. And Rollins pushed into his partner.
I just had it beat.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. I was on guard.
Trouble. Dolph Ziggler makes the tag, and here comes Carl Anderson of the OC in this match here tonight.
once again, Seth Rollins is finding out right now.
Yeah, Rollins and Strowman at a flurry before the commercial break.
Anderson, sorry.
It has been quite the night here on Monday Night Raw. We kick things off, of course, with Monday Night Raw. We saw Baron Corbin win a triple threat match over Samoa Joe with Flair against Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Almost miraculously, Lynch and Strowman.
Oh, blockbuster by Rollins. The legal man. And Dolph caught by Rollins.
Dolph, one of the famous
Knuckle bomb. Momentarily. Set rolls
here
through.
we go.
A monster among men. Rollins tag team. Looking for the running power slam. Styles, however, able to sidestep it. Eric, the legal man. And he sends.
Eric and Ivar live for just brutality.
Kick, there's the tag.
Comes Ivar.
Ivar and AJ, the legal man. Ivar going to the top rope. Ivar taking it. AJ Styles caught Alexander. And now Styles looking for phenomenal. Alexander caught him. One bar check. The cover. Hook to the leg. Stone Cold Steve Austin's 10-man tag team match.
The Rattlesnake came to celebrate. And Beer will soften that war real quick.
A toast from the Hall of Famer. Look at the Viking Raiders had a few Steve Weisers in their day.
It's a good thing everybody likes beer.
It's so great to see Stone Cold back. Team titles before facing one another for the Universal Champion.
Monday, battles will be fought. But right here, right now, in the...
Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू आवर चैनल रेसलिंग जी। आज हम लोग खेलने वाले स्टोन कोल्ड वर्सेस एजे स्टाइल का मैच ऑन मंडे नाइट रॉ। गाइस, मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है। इसमें पहला एंट्रेंस होगा। ओह माय गॉड, स्टोन कोल्ड स्टीव ऑस्टिन वर्सेस रैटलस्नेक इज हियर। गाइस, अब आएंगे द फेनोमेनल AJ Styles। गाइस, मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है। कौन जीतेगा इस मैच को?
This should be an incredible match.
Oh my God, reversal from AJ Styles.
Lasting
No.
endurance and an insatiable
Guys, शुरुआत में ही Styles splash.
This is all but over. That could do it.
Let's look at this one more time, Cole.
There's a pin now.
1, 2.
And he breaks the
Oh
cover.
my God,
Yeah, he's
Stone
not
Cold
done
breaks
yet.
up the countdown.
I think AJ
Oh my
Styles
God,
is
AJ
done
Styles is
playing.
ready again.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Oh my God, Stone Cold Stunner.
Oh, with a stunner. I can't believe
On
it.
AJ Styles.
Back in the ring again. Wow,
Again.
I thought he was a goner.
Oh my God, reversal.
Up across the shoulders.
Shoulder splash. Oh
He's
my
getting
God.
after it while he has the energy. Smart move. Harsh impact.
No,
Counter
AJ
here. This is
Styles.
what makes him one of the best in the business.
Oh my God, reversal
AJ
again.
Styles.
AJ Styles.
Is always thinking.
Oh my God.
Backbreaker.
Right to the
Breaker by
spine.
AJ Styles.
Here comes a phenomenal one.
No, AJ Styles. गाइस, यहाँ पर होगा एक और एक Stone Cold Stunner.
Cold Stunner. AJ
Referee again.
And there's the cover.
1, 2, 3. Guys, this match के winner है Stone Cold Steve Austin. Destroy कर चुके हैं AJ Styles को on Monday Night Raw. Guys, शुरुआत में देखिए Styles Black. And again, देखिए guys, Stone Cold Stunners.
These superstars
Oh my God.
didn't exactly set the world on fire.
बहुत ही खतरनाक स्टनर रिवर्सल ले लिया था AJ Styles ने, लेकिन एंड में स्टनर मार के
I'm kind of glad that match is over.
Stone Cold ने इस मैच को जीत लिया है गाइस। ओके गाइस, आज के लिए इतना ही। वीडियो पसंद आया तो लाइक कीजिए और आप हमारे चैनल पे नए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। बाय।